Wiggy's Plasmaplex is tied into the House of Eternal Return narrative in the sense that in an alternate dimensional break in the mid-'80s, they start building these gigantic arcology mall cities across the United States that everybody lives in. Naturally, parts of these sprawling buildings start to atrophy and crumble, and mini gang cities are starting to form. So I started conceiving of these gang members in this future dimension.
Hey, what are you looking at? Nobody's got the guts to come to Rat's Turf. Well, you want to get jumped into the gang or something? Then you're gonna have to take some tests.
So like a new Juviegangers is coming into the scene. You get jumped in various ways depending on the theme gang.
There's one thing you need to do. Eat a slice of nail pizza.
If it's like a real pop fashion gang, like you probably gotta design a certain amount of outfits. The Rats are at symbol Z gang. That's some good old fashioned gang tactics. You've gotta like probably shake someone down for quarters.
I said all the quarters, Dork. I said all, we got a quota. That's right, that's right. We control the change in this outfit.
One of the latest trends is getting straight up blood on your shoes, which is called legit plasma.
You know what? You don't even got any legit plasma on your shoes, so first one's free. That hurts more than I thought.
Companies have now started to like make people bleed on shoes for money, so they're getting paid to bleed on shoes in a factory. And so there's like, you know, ways to determine if it's legit plasma or not. And that's become like this major fashion point.
Yup, it checks out.
Everyone in the Undermall are starting to take notice.
Why don't you do a cover story on Wiggy's Plasmaplex, all right?
People are starting to like take tours. It's like kind of become this cultural zoo because they know like, oh, that's like dangerous, but everybody wants to see the weirdos and the freaks. In this dimension too, you can change your gender or skin color at will to even further like the idea of, you know, the theme of the gang. When I was coming up with the mall, Plex, Juvieganger aesthetic, it had already kind of existed, you know? It just had fallen out of fashion. Memphis Milano and the Italian designer Satsas were doing this in the late 70s to early 80s in furniture and kind of just the rococo of modernism, I'd say.
It takes 3 layers to make her.
So I was going for that, you know, the straight up Ninja Turtles, like Street Sharks, pizza, like Chuck E. Cheese vibe. It's a crazy zone. It's like a replica art piece of an arcade using found art object arcade machines in the context of an interdimensional interactive art show.
This is all Benji's dreamland in here.
The carpet, which was called like Contempo plus black with bowling pins. It looks more like a severed cyborg hand. Matt King helped me lay down that carpet and sliced up his hand really good. So there's a lot of legit plasma like straight up in the carpet, I'm sure to this day, because it hasn't been cleaned that good.
It's in full working order.
It's part of the piece now. I had actual Juvieganger volunteers, which was really cool, like, who came in and helped me paint. So I was describing the narrative to them, and they came up with their interpretations, and then those graphics were sent to Walls 360 and then like printed out. Oh yeah, I hang out with the Juvie crew, like IRL. The Juviegangers, as they're called, is like an affectionate term at the time for the narrative. But they've actually turned into a straight-up crew, a lot of which turned into gabber DJs and throw events that are pretty rad. So I call upon their services a lot of times for different art and or performance pieces, but they're not really acting. You want to put those on? Those are rad.
No, love it.
Watch you. This thing has seen a lot of nights. And it's like, although, you know, these gang members care about their appearance, it's like clean living under difficult circumstances, you know? Oh yeah, who wants some color? Oh well, we're being real Juviegangers in the makeup. That's like all covered in shit and 4 Loko drip. That's okay. True to form. Any single instance where there's been a Juvieganger in real life who's done a performance with us, I've been sculpting them into figurine forms. Some of them are based off of like real people. Like that's the character that I do a lot. This is Noah Wingren. This is Sean Sunderland, who are like the main 3 Juviegangers. If you dress up like a Juvieganger, you'll probably end up being a figurine in this project. So, you know, the family is growing.
So yeah, I guess you did all right. Welcome to the Rats. Come on in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You want to come hang with the Rats, you better check your shoes. You know, is that plasma legit? Guess we'll find out. Dweebs.